Hey everypony, this is lovely Nub. I'm just making an update again. Well, a lot has obviously happened since last night when I posted that previous blog. My kitten has been sick a couple of times today, and she has diarrhea. She's not been sick now, as far as I know. But she's still got a bit of diarrhea. But we're keeping an eye on that. She's not been, as I said, she's not been sick or anything. Also, for the diarrhea, well, we're kind of slowly weaning her off the biscuits that the woman gave us. Because apparently they got some kind of liver stuff in it. She's not very good. My mum doesn't like giving the cats any form of liver and stuff, and my mum said that liver does make cats go to the toilet. So we're trying to slowly wean her off that particular brand of cat food. What we do is, my mum had this idea of, well, not idea, but it was on the back of the science plan biscuits, that if you want to wean your cat off the food that it originally had, then to sort of mix the two biscuits together and maybe, soften it up if that hasn't been weaned off its mum for too long or anything like that. So what my mum did is put a handful of each biscuits into her bowl, and then just put warm or hot water, well, not too hot, but hot enough water to make it soggy, and sort of like what you do for weaning puppies and kittens off their mum and things like that. And so that's what we're doing, and it seems to be okay. I mean, she's still got a bit of diarrhea, but it's not as bad as it has been. So we'll have to see and how she goes. If there has been any big improvement in her, then I will let you know. That's that for her. I mean, she's still lively as normal, still the same as she has been. A little bit tired more, but maybe. I mean, but that's just kittens, isn't it? So, but we'll keep an eye on her. Don't worry about that. About me, I've got hay fever, so it may sound like I've got a cold or something, but no, I've just got hay fever. My nose is like red raw now, and it won't stop running. I do sneeze a lot, but I can smell, but it's just hay fever, so I'll probably put some nasal spray up my nose later tonight if it hasn't got any better. Also, an update about my pony. I did have a bit of an argument with my boyfriend because he was a bit of a jerk yesterday. And he didn't hear me, and he did call me when I was tired, which was not cool. I was in a bit of a mood with him today, but I'm okay now. But my boyfriend's having a bit of bad luck today because his brother's not being very nice to him. Also, just quickly about my kitten again, just real quick. Don't be surprised if she comes in here and you can hear her meowing. It's what I call a squeak, kind of like the squeaky toy you get. Excuse me, I apologise for sneezing at any time. Oh, excuse me, hay fever. So I apologise again if I do sneeze at any time, like just now. So anyway, about my ponies, I was going to talk to him about. Hold on. So I was trying to hold my sneezing in. About my ponies, I said I was going to talk to my boyfriend last night on Skype about my pony, as I was trying to say. My hay, they keep trying to interrupt me. but he called me quite late last night. He called me, I think, he called me like 20 past 11 last night, and was on there for only 15, like just over 15 minutes. And I was getting quite tired, so yeah, you can imagine, because I was pretty tired and everything. And so I couldn't talk to him about my pony at all. So if I rub my way, just get some tissue for my nose. So I had to wait for him today. And he was a bit stressed because of his brother and his family kind of getting to him about getting a new job, because he's, as I said in one of my previous videos, his job kind of went downhill a bit. So he's got no job. He will get paid at the end of the month, but which he's gonna send. Hopefully, he's gonna send some money to to help me out with my kitten Blossom, and some stuff like for her to go to the vet and everything. To have a checkup and make sure she's okay. Which, as I said, which don't be surprised if she'll pop in any time. But she's too busy with my mum right now. But as I said, that doesn't mean she won't pop in. Yeah. So as I said, I was talking to my boyfriend about my pony, because I said that I was in a bit of a mood because, as I said, he was confusing me last night. Yesterday, saying that I should keep my pony till Pegasus, and I wanted to try the alicorn thing and everything. So anyway, earlier today, should I say, that he suggested about her having some royal ancestors, or something about ancestors. If you don't know what ancestors is, it's kind of like your great granddad or your great granddad, things like that. As long as it's more than 3 generations, it's considered an ancestor. But anyway, so after talking with it to my mum, like, the ancestor thing and pony and everything, because my mum helped me out, I decided to agree with that, and agree that my pony should be an alicorn, but should be half alicorn. I don't know if you can get half alicorns, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe my mum's pony can be an alicorn, I don't know yet. I don't know. Because right now I'm thinking of maybe making a half alicorn. Like half royalty. But I don't know whether or not my mum... I don't know whether or not my mum would agree to have her pony an alicorn and change my dad's pony to an alicorn as well. But if they did, then she is a half royal blood. But I don't know. I'll talk to my boyfriend about it and talk to my mum about it as well, because I'm not 100% sure. I just thought of this little problem. I'm not sure whether it's okay to have an alicorn with a normal pony. But I'll have to talk over my boyfriend with that, and my mum and everything. But as far as I know, she's an alicorn, but she's only half royalty. So as far as I know, she's got royal blood on her mother's side, but as I said, I'm not 100% sure whether her mum is a normal Pegasus or an alicorn. I'm not 100% sure. But as far as I know, her mum's a Pegasus. So as far as I know, but as I said, I'll have to have a word with my boyfriend about that. But I'll let you know in the next video. But as I said, sorry it's a bit mixed up, but I just realised that, which I haven't talked over. But as far as I know, her backstory, she's half royalty because one side of my family is not royal. As far as I know, her ancestor, because she's like an eighth generation Pegasus, alicorn. And as far as I know, she doesn't know she's royal. But as I said, I'll have to talk to my boyfriend. Give me a minute. Okay, everypony. Yeah, sorry about that. It was a bit of a long chat there. I was on the phone for 11 minutes, which I shouldn't be on because my phone's like 16% battery life. My boyfriend said that it doesn't really matter on her bloodline because she could still fly and she would be still alicorn no matter what. So as I said, I'm just changing it real quick. Lovely Novel is an alicorn, but she's half alicorn, because her bloodline is like she's descended from this long line. She's about 8th generation on her mum's side. I don't know about her dad. Her dad's a bit of a mystery, because her parents are my parents' ponies in real life, so I don't know that much about my dad right now. So see, one of her ancestors, a distant ancestor, was a prince, an alicorn prince, and he had a wife who was an alicorn, and they had a daughter, and the daughter fell in love with a stallion who was a friend, I think. Yeah, a friend of hers, or just a stallion. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. Who was a Pegasus, and then they had a child, and then it just continued long down the line. I'm not sure about Lovely Novel's grandmother just yet, but I think I did obviously give an example to my boyfriend, but I'm not going to use it. I believe that her grandmother was a Pegasus, and her grandfather was a Pegasus as well. But obviously I'm not 100% sure, but I'm quite confident that her grandmother was a Pegasus. Not sure about the granddad yet. But yeah, until they had Lovely Novel's mum, and then Lovely Novel met her dad, who was a Pegasus. He's a purebred Pegasus, and they had Lovely Novel, who turned out to be an alicorn. Yeah, she was born in Cloudsdale. Yeah, she was pretty well looked down upon because she was an alicorn, but she could stand up for herself, and she doesn't know. Lovely Novel doesn't know she has royal blood in her. So in height, she's about the same, slightly taller than Rainbow Dash. That was one thing I forgot to mention yesterday in the video. She's slightly taller than Rainbow Dash, but not very much. Probably about an inch taller. Because in real life I'm pretty small, so I'm keeping her roughly about the same size. She's in love with my boyfriend's pony. He's an earth pony, and he's about the same size as Shining Armor, because we're basing it off our own height, really. So yeah, so that's it about it, everypony. Sorry for taking up your time and that. I managed to get it in within 15 minutes. Anyway, thanks for listening, everypony. Hit the like button if you liked it. Bye.